Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Mutz on Karelia in counter battle, platooned up with Gilby. And the nice thing about encounter on Karelia is you don't have to worry about your cap. A lot of the times there'll be like 3 or 4 tanks that go down the A line or the 1 line and wreck the opposing 2 tanks. And then rather than your team that's camping on base stay there to defend it, they'll come down into this choke. And that doesn't happen all the time, but lately it seems like that's the meta. So anyways, we don't have to worry about the A line or the 1 line, and you can see that our whole team chose to go to the choke. The hill right here overlooks the cap, so chances are they're not going to be able to cap us. Since our whole team is down here, I want to get in a forward position, and I want to make sure that they get pinched down into a bottleneck. And I'm going to take it a little wide. That way we have the crossfire on them if they try to push out. And really the only alternative I want to give them is to work all the way around the map to flank us, which hopefully we have this side won by then, or they have to come up through the middle and over top of the hill and the mountain, but it's still going to be pretty difficult for them to take this corner back from us. Alright, so first our scout died, then the Tiger 2 tries to come down here, but really this 0 line is cut off from the guys on the hill. And now I'm just going to start chiseling away at this fatherland, and I'm going to work the outside to inside. Whoever's on the farthest outside I'm going to hit, and then if I can I'm going to work my way to the guys closest to the mountain. However, I do have to be careful because a lot of the times TDs like to sit down like the 0 line in bushes and stay unspotted while their team spots potentially myself. So I don't want to stay overexposed. And to talk about the Mutz a little bit, when I get the Arietta Progetto, from looking at the stats, I feel like they're very similar tanks. Obviously, the Progetto is a auto reloader, so that's a huge difference, but these two have many similarities. I'll probably do a comparison video on the two when I get mine. We'll see. Going through stats isn't my favorite thing to do. You can't ever rely on the armor. The turret does get unexpected bounces though, so that's nice when it happens. But to me, the Mutz is like a tier 8 Leopard. So if you like Leopard 1 play or Leopard PTA, then this is probably a good tank for you. Sniping medium. Other premium tanks that are probably similar to this playstyle are going to be like your MKR, Senshi, Sta2, Sturv 81, Primo Victoria, or like Atomic, Centurion premium tanks. So if you're looking for this type of premium tank, that's a good list that you can look for. So the fatherland starts to try to run away at this point, but you can see that we have tanks flanking around behind them already, so there's no place for him to go. I'm going to shut him down. You can see this is a raffle stomp. Honestly, 7 pens, not that impressive. Guys, I feel like I've had better games in my Mutz than this one was. More exciting games that came down to the end and I clutched up. But it is what it is. Sometimes just playing safe, holding your position, you can end up surprising yourself apparently. So I snap that T30 on my way over here, get him dead. And the IS-3, I believe he shoots HE at me there, which is kind of laughable. Alright, and then we're going to come up onto this guy, and I miss my shot, but I track him, so I get the assist there on the Tiger 2. Now there's just 3 heavy tanks left. And remember at the beginning when I talked about the 3 to 4 tanks that go down the A line and the 1 line? Well, this is them. So if you get stuck over there, there's not a lot to do. I guess one tendency or trend that I notice in a lot of me explaining maps is like a section of the map or a side of the map where it's a decent side to like flank the enemy team, but you keep your gun out of the game for too long, in my opinion, and that's why I essentially don't encourage people to go that way. There's huge games to be had if you do end up flanking the enemy team and you get to farm them, but fighting them heads up is generally going to get you wins. So as I was babbling, I pulled up and that Conqueror was completely sideways, so I did like a 1 second aim before I pulled the trigger on him, knowing that he was gonna die. So I figured I'd just throw a shell out there, see if it hits. Sure enough, I slam it in there. Alright, so now I'm gonna push up here. And guys, this is another thing. When it gets to endgame like this, I don't see a reason for being afraid for your tank to blow up. Like, even silver wise, if I get 2 more pens or get some assist damage here, it's gonna pay for my tank exploding. What I'm trying to say is I don't understand why people are afraid to just like all in the last 2 tanks. Now you have to be smart about it. If there's only like 3 guys left on your team, it's a totally different story. But when you're 14-5, I'm sorry, yeah, 14-5, then it's not going to be that big a deal if you end up dying. Your team's going to pull it off anyways, so you might as well just race in there, get as much damage as you can. And that's the difference, I think, here in me getting the Ace tanker. And I was in replay mode, so when I rammed that Emil, my tank went like halfway through him, which kind of looks cool. Make 106,000, and I mean, this thing doesn't print silver. If you're looking for different or premium tanks that print silver, this isn't going to be one of them. But I throw down 3,000 damage, 6 kills, and finally ace my Mutz. That's really all I got for you guys. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.